Hey everybody, I'm about to start my workout, but I'm up right now because we need to do a video about this. It's rare that I do a direct response to something somebody said in a other channel, right? Today Brownsville pissed me off. First and foremost, I can't stand a coward, and I'm standing on that phrase. I cannot stand a coward. You did all that crazy ass talking whenever me, KT, and Ida could not defend ourselves. You run off at the mouth talking about shit that clearly you literally co-signed yourself with the cops. Don't ever talk to me about being a revolutionary or a gangster again, bro. Dismiss me with all that goofy shit. Like, the reason I'm mad about this is because it's so ludicrous. So now that I got that out the way, I'm gonna go ahead and really get to it. Shout out SBG. You know, fuck with y'all. Morning, Waters Wake Up Show, the SBG family. But at a certain point, stop trying to make talking points at the expense of other people. I'm here to talk about Carmelo Anthony. And yes, I'm talking about him right now. I want to make this clear. Yes, Carmelo did in fact kill someone. Yes, Austin Metcalf lost his life. That is a very sad thing to happen. But I, as someone who is in Collin County, Texas, I, as someone who actually takes part in this entire process, not his specifically, but in voting for our judges, voting for our student council members, voting for our actual council members, voting for our school board, voting for the leaders. Look, at a certain point, things are just not okay. It's just not. Nothing about this case was okay. It was ridiculously laid out. It was, the jury floor was busted. There's ineffective assistance of counsel claims up and down it. His family burned that man's money. That they should have. Everybody in Dallas knows that if you have a murder case, that you should be able to beat. There are lawyers in Dallas specifically that specialize in murder cases. I'm not monetized. I don't really care about TOS right now. Yes. Do I believe Carmelo should have gotten some time? Yes, because he did in fact commit negligent homicide. But Texas is specifically a stand your ground state. Because people like, I've never known a cop to only read part of a statute. I mean, hell, I've never known cops to accurately read statutes, but it is what it is. So let me get this straight. You can read part of subsection 3 of Texas Penal Code 931, subsection 3, and say a verbal altercation alone is not enough. It's weird that you forgot the word alone. It's weird that you didn't even attempt to add it. I don't know why. That's super weird, bro. And I'm willing to let anybody come up and fight about this bullshit. I don't care. I'm on one today. Because I believe Carmelo Anthony should not have been convicted of murder. There were people in the last couple of weeks who actually committed murder who did not get the fucking sentence. They got dropped down to homicide. They got dropped down to negligent manslaughter. They got knocked down. They got released fully. Man, stop it. And you want to be a whole cop and talk all this crazy shit afterwards. Well, I don't have the same restrictions, sir. So you want to come up and talk the shit, Brownsville? Come up. Come holler at me, bro. Because while you can control the narrative, while you can play the silence game, while you can cry about people interrupting you, Mr. I'm so stoic, Mr. I don't want to talk about my feelings, Mr. I'm gonna insult people and then call them emotional when they respond. Yeah, miss me with all that, bro. I'd rather be caught. I'd rather be called a criminal than a coward, and I mean that. And again, this doesn't mean I have any ill will towards you. I just think you're a piece of shit for what you did today. Yeah, because either man, yeah, absolutely, that man was on point. He, who is one of the better of us, had the conversation about it. He easily said, yeah, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do it that way. You know what? Maybe we should be, if I got jumped by 4 white men, yeah, I would have fought back. Somebody, yeah, definitely. And I agree with him. He's right. I would have fought back. This whole day, Rounds was saying how we need to lay on our back and show our bellies. He's saying, oh, it's not okay. Oh, we need to just stay out of the way of the white people who are going to kill us anyway. So let me ask you, sir, when was the last time you helped illegally incarcerate an innocent black man? When was the last time you watched a child go south? Because at the beginning of the show, you were explaining every way from High Sunday, how come this man shouldn't have done what he did? Oh, well, he wasn't supposed to be in the tent. It was a school event. That means it was public property. You want to talk about people who probably should have been raised better by their parents? It wasn't that black man. No, it was the man who lost his life. Because instead of trying to play bully time, you know what he should have done? Called the coach who was 100 feet away. But he didn't, because he was going to handle it. Because he was going to handle it like a boss, because he had his bros and his friends, right? So we can have that. Oh, but that's not cowardice, though, right? Oh, what? Hold on. You mean that's not cowardice to have to bring a bunch of friends to try to force someone out of a place that they're legally allowed to be? Oh, but you know, you're the officer of the law, so you can have that conversation. You can talk about the fact that despite the fact that he was in the right, nah, he should have just gotten up and moved. He should have been ready to throw hands against 4 people that would have a time and a half his size. Oh, but we're gonna ignore that too. No, it's cool. Oh, well, he shouldn't have brought a knife to a shove fight. They shouldn't have put their hands on him. But they shouldn't have, he still should have fought instead. And if they would have stopped him out, you would have been like, oh, well, he should have left the tent whenever they told him to and focused on getting home. We talk about a lot of double-mindedness. Here's some double-mindedness for you. You say you're for the black community and then proceed to tell the entire black community to show your belly to the white community. And everybody who knows me should understand something. I was raised by white people. Yeah. I have no malice towards Caucasians or white people at all. Some of the people I love the most are in fact white. But get this, they also told me to stand my ground. Oh, well, if you're black, you can't stand your ground. Then the law, the thing that you swore to uphold, isn't equal for everybody. You should try admitting that first. Yeah, let's work with that. You admit the fact that the law is not protecting anybody. The thing that you swore to uphold every day is a farce. But you won't say that, so who am I playing with? Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I feel like you decided to play a game today. And oh, well, you know, Malcolm X wasn't a criminal before he became Malcolm X. Nigga, Malcolm X was a pimp before he went to prison. Bro, you are so full of shit. Whatever talking point you think you can have, just because you think it'll save your bullshit ass argument. Here's the thing: you got beef with black men. You don't like the fact that Carmelo was a black man and he did something to a white man. You're quick to talk shit about Trump. Hey, what about this guy, Austin, who legitimately instigated the thing that caused him to lose his life? Yeah, so we can do this. Before I start my workout, I want to make sure we got this right. You mean to tell me this? In this situation, you went out of your way to try to find every way Carmelo should have been convicted of murder. You didn't talk about those black jurists that they disqualified for being teachers. Oh, well, y'all need to put money on his books. I'm gonna go ahead and let some things out right now because I actually did overturn federal cases. I actually have helped people get their sentencing done. I actually was the legal beagle in my prisons. I actually do know what I'm talking about, right? And that's why I'm fucked up about it. Because you're doing a whole lot of talking. Get this. While you help put people in prison, I helped get them out. I helped get them out while I was still fighting myself. Oh, shit. Yeah. So we can have this conversation, sir. We can. Carmelo Anthony was justifiably arrested. He was arrested for a valid reason. I get that. Carmelo Anthony did, in fact, take the life of Mr. Austin, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't even care anymore at this point. He was a bully who had got comeuppance. Sorry. Do I believe Mr. Austin should have died? No. I believe Mr. Austin should have went and let people who actually had positions of power at the school handle what he didn't like happening. I don't believe he should have went and got his brother. I don't believe he should have went and got his friends to try to intimidate somebody who was sitting down in a place where he was invited, in a place that was considered public property, in a place that was considered specifically. It was a safe zone. Austin had options. And had he been a better person, he wouldn't have approached Carmelo like he did. Had Austin been a better person, he wouldn't have been in the position. He wouldn't have been in the position that caused him to lose his life. So all that bullshit you were talking about, Brownsville, yeah, fuck all that noise. Because again, if you're gonna be a cop about it, then be a cop all the way around. Say, hey, that man should have never put his hands on that boy. Hey, that man should have never tried to intimidate him in a public place. But we don't talk about that, right? This is why I'm mad about this stupid ass shit. What's up, Ray? Rain, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
All right, what's up, man?
You know, I'm doing a stream right now. talking about this Carmelo Anthony thing.
Yeah, I never heard nothing about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what's up.
Yeah. So, well, my beef, right? You know me. I wouldn't have gone live until some bullshit happened earlier today. Uh, we were we were with the SVG family today, and one of the panelists decided to show his ass trying to blame black men for why Carmelo did what he did. Long story short, four dudes decided to. You know how you're in Texas, bro. So
Yeah.
you know, uh, Texas track meet, right?
Mhm.
Texas track meet happens. They're sitting here. He gets him. It starts raining. It was last year. It starts raining, and some of his friends invite him under one of the score tents. You remember those?
Yeah.
Okay. So keep in mind, those are public property, right? The school property.
Of course.
So four white dudes decide they're gonna go press this black dude out of the. And we're talking about Collin County in Frisco. We know what Frisco looks like. There ain't a lot of us in Frisco. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it just is what it is. Like, it's not being hateful, it's just factual. So, you know, you push one thing leads to another. They start threatening this black dude. And the black dude is Carmelo Anthony. He tells them, the dude shoulder checks him, because you know what that is. Boom.
Yeah.
Hey, get out of here. He said, nah, eat a dick. Rightfully so. He said, we don't want you here. He said, eat a dick. Move around. So white man says, I'm gonna beat your bitch ass. He goes, oh, keep in mind, he's already put his hands on him one. Hey, you know the rule. Hey, so he pulls up his backpack and puts his hand in there. He's like, hey, I'm gonna tell you now, don't put your hands on me again, or else I got something for you. That's fair, right?
Mhm.
Huh?
I said, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So white boy pushes him again. So he pulls a 3.5-inch knife out of his backpack and hits him in the chest. Keep in mind, he was already surrounded by a bunch of other people. White boy dies. The white child dies. Now we get to talk about the Texas law first, right? He gets arrested. He's put on pretrial for a year, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So he got his trial ended yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday at about 12:30.
Yeah.
By 3 o'clock, they sentenced him to 35 years.
35 years for what?
Murder one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes logically no sense. If I go right now with my background and threaten somebody, I can go to jail.
Right.
Don't let it, you know what I'm saying? Now we want to add more context. If I go threaten a female, I'm for sure going to jail.
Absolutely.
If I threaten...
And you should, you angry nigga.
I would never threaten a female. I love them. But if I threaten a person who likes to play home base, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, you know what I'm saying, what they like. But if you're saying you like the same gender. If I threaten them, that's considered a hate crime.
Yeah.
So if I go around and threaten somebody and I can get fined or I can go get arrested for that, because that's endangering a person's life, because I'm telling them what I would do. That's almost like premeditated murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you premeditated. You didn't do the murder, but you premeditated. You thought about the murder. You thought about how you want to do it. You're thinking about the plan, but you haven't really went through and execute the plan. So for a person to sit here and threaten somebody's life, you already know off the rip what's going to happen. If you tell somebody I'm going to do A, B, and Z, you already know what's going to happen. They're in a fight or flight mode. You're already in your mind to think my life is in danger. I'm ready to fight. If a female, let's say you put any fighting female in that situation with 5 dudes, she would for sure not get her. I don't give a damn. She got golden gloves and she a mixed martial artist. She would never got arrested. She would have never went to prison. Cause that would have looked like she was intimidated. She would felt she could have said, I felt like my life was in danger. I felt like they was gonna assault me. You're not gonna do that. But for it to be a man, especially a black man, and you do that, and then you sentence him for that much, that's insane. I would have rather you gave him a fine. You know what I'm saying? Give him something that's reasonable. Hey, Shadow, you there?
Hey, are you still able to hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
All right, pause. I'm just editing something real quick. I'll be right back. Hey, bro, I'm still here. I'm just editing the YouTube stuff to kind of make sure it gets the traction that we're getting. So give me a second, and I'm gonna respond to exactly what you said. Hey, bro, I'm still here. I need about 15 more seconds.
You working too hard, but I get you, bro.
I've got to put the right category.
Well, you do what you got to do, man. I'm gonna hear your response, and then I got to jump onto a match on this other game. I really got to learn. I got to get the streaming down. I'll beat these dogs. I got a big match I got coming up.
No, I got you. I'm gonna do a workout anyway.
Yeah, all right.
So, nah. So, what was the last thing you said, bro? So I can make sure I respond appropriately.
I said that if it was a female who was trained in fighting to defend herself and she was in that situation, she would have never got harsh time like that. Matter of fact, those dudes would have got punished. But because it's a black man who decided to defend himself and actually knew what he was doing, you gave him so much time like he's retarded, like he was intentionally trying to do that. That was not the intention. His intention was to protect himself, especially once he named himself.
I brought that point up, right? That the entire purpose was to protect himself, right? And that's why, and we live in Texas. We have stand your ground laws. First and foremost, they didn't even have the capability to tell him to leave. Everybody keeps trying to say, well, the knife was illegal. Illegal possession of a weapon at school is a Class B misdemeanor. He wouldn't have got 35 years. He would have got 6 months. Like, you see what I'm saying, bro? Like, and the fact that people were going through mental gymnastics in order to justify what they did to this young boy is fucking wild. It's wild. Like, oh, well, maybe his dad should have taught him how to fight. You're in Texas. Let me ask you, sir. What happens when 4 white boys come after you to fight you and you strike one of them?
You pretty much probably gonna get jumped.
Right.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
but he would have survived. He would have survived that. Hold up. He would have survived that. So at least he would have went home, right? Despite the fact that the boy had seizures. No, we're not. But we ignore that. We say apparently he should have almost been killed for him to defend himself. You know, I don't know where the fuck they do that, but apparently,
you got to basically be beat to the inch of your life, and then
you
able to bring out some
one of them.
Yeah, you able to come out and just now karate kick somebody.
Right. I'm just saying.
Hey, listen, listen. Look, I've seen this happen before, plenty of times, and I'm not going to use race more or less into it. It's just males where they can find a way to win on something, or juries and stuff. Because I get race is always thrown in it, and yeah, this probably might be a situation of race.
Right.
But I've seen a black dude and a Hispanic get into it, and I've seen them take out a weapon. But this other dude says, hey, man, you might need a weapon to deal with me, but I'm telling you, I don't want no problems. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I don't know how many times a person has to warn you to leave them alone. I don't know if there's a rule. We got to make a standard law. If he says it 3 times and it's recorded.
You only have to say it once.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, we all know the word no means no. We all know the words mean leave me alone. And he's walking away from a situation, and you run up on somebody with a weapon, and then he beats the living crap out of you. Why is the person that defended himself is
going to jail?
No, man, listen. If I tell you don't do this, don't do it. Because he's scared. And everybody knows when a person is scared or a person is backed up in the corner, even most fighters or people that go or they deal with war or anything, they tell you don't back your enemy into a corner because you don't know what he's gonna do. Once he gets back into that corner, he feel there's no hope. He's gonna pull out some stuff that you ain't never think he was gonna do. He didn't even think he was gonna do it. And now you looking stupid like, why he do me like that? Because he was scared. Don't fight no scared fighter. You don't know what he's gonna do. He's frightened. Leave him alone. He's telling you he's scared. When he tells you that, he's telling you that something's gonna happen, and I'm not responsible for it because I've warned you. I'm scared, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to save my life. But yeah, man, I gotta go.
I know you gotta go. Let me ask you one more question before you leave, because I know you gotta hop off and do stuff. I gotta go work out. So, when Carmelo told him, "Hey, if you touch me again, I got something for you. Do not touch me again." Did he, when that man continued to touch him, was he agreeing to find out what he had?
He basically did. What he basically said was, what you're saying is not important. That's what I'm saying. Because if you change that to a female, she says, please don't touch me. If you touch her, you know what that is considered now? After she says, no, please don't touch me, regardless of what age you're doing it. If it was a child and a grown man touch him, if it was a female, if it was anybody else but that guy, you are assaulting them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You are physically assaulting them because they're telling you you're in my personal space. If I have not put my hands on you and you're touching me and I feel vulnerable, I feel uncomfortable, you are assaulting me now because I'm telling you I feel very uncomfortable. Please do not touch me. I don't care if you touch my face, my ears, don't touch me. You're in my personal space and I feel in danger. Don't touch me. So he wanted that. He wanted that action. I can say that for a fact. You keep touching on somebody and somebody tell you don't touch him. He want that. There's people in this world that don't like their face being touched. If they tell you don't touch my face because they feel like they don't want to be broke out, you touch their face and they smack the shit out of you, then damn it, you deserve that beat. You deserve to get smacked. He told you don't fucking touch him.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
All right, bro. You have a great night.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So um, I'm trying to keep it a buck, but the shit today just got under my skin because we're essentially telling people it's okay to be abused, and it's not. Uh, we were telling young black kids that the only way for you to make it home is by submitting to people who are oppressing you or abusing you, and I don't agree with that. Uh, we are telling, I don't care what race the child is, do not tell a child it's okay to be bullied as long as you go home. Because when they start extorting you, you ask for that too, but you still go home. When they start abusing you, you still go home. And for somebody to have the audacity to say, you are not a criminal anymore, and you have made yourself a better person. So because of that, you you are now working a normal job to take care of your family. You are now part of the system. It's one of the most asinine things I've ever said, especially when, again, the person who said it is a whole fucking cop. You're not only part of the system, you're enforcing the abuse. You're assisting in it, in fact. Hey, you knew this case was going south whenever the defense closed their case. How come you didn't go down to Texas and say, hey, I'm an officer of the law. I believe what went wrong is this case is not what it looks like. I don't feel like his attorney, right, because you ain't about that life either. I'm just saying. Look, y'all, I, I know I'm just mad right now, but it is what it is. I'm about to go and start this workout, and I got to go home and deal with my dogs. Thank y'all for dealing with my rant. Much appreciated. Have a good day.